Hey guys, welcome and good day to all of you. Okay, so Passion for Dance is releasing this fantastic, one and only, phenomenal looking dancing link for those of you that would like to refresh your memory and always be ready and prepared for your next dancing lesson. So have you ever found yourself in a situation, you're on your way to your lesson, teacher is waiting, and you're thinking by yourself, oh, I can't remember anything. I've forgotten all my steps. I've forgotten just about the entire lesson from a week ago or from 1 month ago. Look, I understand the frustration involved here. I've been dancing for many years myself. I'm still competing. And as a teacher, I also see it when students come in for their dancing lessons and they are very frustrated because they cannot remember a thing. And the first thing the students usually say to me, Ryno, can we please recap the rumba? Can we please recap the slow foxtrot? Or, oh, you know what, I can't remember the boogie woogie at all. So, and this happens, I think this happens to all dance teachers out there, where you're spending a great deal of time with students on their lesson, recap dancing steps which they have forgotten. So this dancing link, I have to be very clear about this. It's not a learn how to dance dancing link. You're not going to be able to learn how to do the slow foxtrot or the boogie woogie or the rumba from scratch. This is specifically for students out there who have danced before. People who have taken dancing lessons with professionals before, whether it's group classes or whether it's private lessons, but you must have danced before.
Si lo que tú buscas es guerra, guerra, qué miedo me da. Tienes mi foto en el microondas, lo que pretendes es asustarme. Tus artimañas no me impresionan, tú estás tratando de engatusarme. Cadenas sí, cadenas no, tú quieres atarme a las cadenas de tu amor.
When you forget things, the first thing you do is you ask your partner, can you remember that step? No, she says, or he says no. But I think it goes like this. And most of the times people get it wrong. So the first thing you do is you contact your teacher. I do it myself. If I forget my routines or I can't remember what I've done the last week, I contact my teacher. Guys, I think this video is fantastic. It's just really a phenomenal idea, and I think it's going to give you the opportunity to look at it before you go to your next lesson, before you go for your next group class, just to refresh and memorize everything. There could be anything that you may have forgotten, and I think in the end of the day, it's just the more you look at it, and it's on your phone. You could be anywhere. You could be lying on your bed late at night. You could be sitting somewhere at a coffee shop waiting for somebody, and you just look at this link and you simply just refreshing everything. I think it's a fantastic idea to go into a lesson and you are prepared.
Cadenas no, tú quieres atarme a las cadenas de tu amor. Cadenas sí, cadenas no, tú quieres atarme a las cadenas de tu amor. Si lo que tú buscas es guerra, guerra, guerra.
Look, I understand. Private lessons can get very expensive. Not everybody can afford private lessons. So therefore, this dancing link is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and definitely a lot of frustrations.
I can't wait till I see you again. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I wanna do till I can't get enough. Yeah, yeah.
But I know that it can get very frustrating when you need to practice, but you don't know what to practice. You've forgotten your steps. You can't remember anything from your previous lesson. And what's the first thing you do? You want to contact your teacher, you want to ask for advice, or you just think, you know what, I'm not going to practice. I'll just go to the next lesson. Over the years, I've been working with so many students, and I tell you now, I've spent a great deal of time on my lessons recapping choreography with students. And it's usually the same situation. The students come onto the lessons and say, Ryno, we can't remember anything from our previous lesson, or I cannot remember the rumba, or I forgot that second step in the boogie woogie. I even had students calling me sometimes late at night, 12 o'clock at night, asking me to refresh their minds over the phone. And I tell you another thing, I've had couples nearly going through a divorce just because they couldn't remember the steps. Don't get yourself in that situation. Sometimes couples fight, and it's normal, because we all are passionate. We want to get it right. We want to practice. But what do you practice if you can't remember the choreography? If you really cannot remember anything from your lesson, or you have just forgotten some of the steps in the slow foxtrot or slow waltz, you can't practice anything because you can't remember the steps. Basic, we indicate the turn for them under the arm, there they turn. As they turn, we change hands and we go from the back step forward. A passion for dance released, a dancing link. And I tell you now, this is going to be so handy. It's going to save you a lot of time, it's going to save you a lot of frustrations, and it's also going to save you a lot of money, because you will have the luxury of watching everything that you've done on your private lesson. Everything is on your phone. At any given time, you can just look at your phone and you can recap, refresh what you've learned with your teacher. Passion for Dance has come up with this fabulous idea to share all this knowledge with you. Yes, of course, I know I'm cutting my own nose here, because I could be sitting back thinking how many couples are not going to come in for private lessons. But remember, nothing can beat a private lesson. I mean, on a private lesson, you will learn things that you can never see on a video. This video, this link, this dancing link is only going to refresh your mind. It's only going to help you to memorize the steps which you've forgotten. So it's all the steps that we teach in our beginners syllabus at Passion for Dance. As I've said before, it doesn't matter from which two you are or where in the world you are. It's all considered basic fundamentals of dance. It's all basic improvement. And the reason why I'm sharing this knowledge with students, why am I making this dancing link, is just to help people, to make sure people feel a little bit more confident and they are able to come onto a lesson and they can remember what they've learned from the previous lesson. And therefore, this will give you the opportunity to now tell your teacher, let's work on timing, let's work on basic technical fundamentals, let's work on feeling, lead and follow, connections. There are so many things that you can work on the lesson with your teacher. But once you've forgotten your steps, the choreography, it makes it very difficult to move on. At Passion for Dance, we will release the following dancing links: slow foxtrot, slow waltz, quick step, tango, two-step, mambo, cha-cha, rumba, samba, jive, swing, boogie woogie. So we're going to do all of them. It's 150 Rand for one link. You work it out. You spend with me 550 Rand for a private lesson. Some teachers out there even charge 700 to 800 Rand for a private lesson. When we teach worldwide in Hong Kong, New York, California, on the cruise lines all over the world, we charge $120 US for a private lesson. Each of these dancing links, I can guarantee you today, is equivalent to at least between 5 and 7 private lessons. You multiply, you do it, work it out yourself. 5 times 550 Rand. You spend 150 Rand on one link and you will have this luxury to look at it over and over again. So guys, okay, so when you will look at the dancing link, what can you expect to see? Number one, we're going to teach the man step separately. Then you will see the lady step. The camera will be focused on the feet down below to show the footwork so that you know exactly what your feet have to do. Then also we will focus on the couple, how the couple will dance together in close hold. And then finally, you will see how it's done to music. It's a nice full demonstration of all the steps in the end to music. But to break it down, we will show you step for step, the man step and the lady step. But we will demonstrate each step twice. Again, I've said this before, it's not an instructional DVD to teach yourself how to dance from scratch. This DVD, this dancing link is for people that have danced before. In a nutshell, all you need to do is you invest in yourself by remembering everything that you've done in your lesson. You contact me, WhatsApp, Facebook, you send me a lovely email or you text me, you make the deposit of 150 Rand for one dancing link and I'll send it to you right away.